I mean, what's this fight all about?
Doesn't make sense, does it?
It's not a massive fight, is it? At all.
Teofimo's the numero uno, Haney is number 2, Ramirez number 3, Cattrall number 4. Claggett isn't even on that list.
Claggett goes into survival mode.
Lopez took care of him fairly easily.
Lopez doesn't win.
Yeah.
But I think he will.
I've got 6-round KO.
It just annoys me.
Do we see another shock here?
What do I hope happens is Teofimo gets knocked out in round 1.
Welcome back to BoxCast. Today we're going to discuss the upcoming fight again on 29th of June in Miami between Teofimo Lopez and Steve Claggett. And this is for the WBO World Junior Welterweight and the Ring Junior Welterweight Championships. Shall I start with a tail of the tape? Tail of the tape is, so this is 140 pounds. And we have Teofimo Lopez, whose record is 21 fights, 20 wins, 1 loss. He's got 13 knockouts. He's 26 years old. He's 5'8", 173 centimeters, 68.5 inch reach, 174 centimeters. Weight is usually about 140 pounds, 63.5 kilos. And he's got an orthodox stance. And he's fighting Steve Claggett, who's had 47 fights, 38 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws. 26 of those wins by knockout, and he's age 35. He's also 5'8", 173 centimeters. He's got a slight reach advantage. He's 70.1 inches, 178 centimeters. Weight is the same, and he's orthodox as well. Simon, thoughts after the shock of Matisse? What are we thinking about this? Do we see another shock here?
So Steve Claggett's never been in a 12-round fight before?
No, but I do now. So
he's only ever been in 8 and 10 rounders. This is his first ever 12-rounder.
Yeah. So I think a Lopez win, and we call it a day there.
I mean, what's this fight all about?
They should be really unifying. I'm not sure what the...
No, what is this fight all about?
Doesn't make sense, does it? Should we see what the list is? Claggett's quite highly thingy.
It can't be.
Should we get his... Let's go
Stop
rankings
it.
while you're doing the disbelief.
Stop it.
So, obviously in ring, Teofimo's the numero uno. Haney is number 2. Matisse...
Was number 3, he's not anymore.
Well,
guarantee you that.
Well, Lopez was the champion, then Haney was number 1 ranked, and Matisse is number 2, but obviously that should go change. Ramirez number 3, Cattrall number 4, Josh Taylor number 5, Regis Prograis number 6, Hitchens number 7, Russell number 8. Russell lost as well. So yesterday, or early this morning. And then the Sando Martin and Delgado. So Claggett isn't even on that list.
Exactly.
WBO has Claggett at number 10. And Teofimo Lopez is the champion. And then you've got IBF, of which Liam Parrow is now the champion. So, and then you've got Hitchens. Cattrall is number 3 on that list. Prograis. Parrow was number 5 on the list, but he's also the champion. So they haven't updated it yet. Claggett isn't even on their list.
Claggett's not going to be on anyone's list.
WBC, no, he's not on the list. WBA, nope, he's not on that list either.
No, he's not on any list, I guarantee it. He might be on the amateurs list.
He's dropped out of the WBC list, isn't it?
I mean, where do we start with Lopez having this fight?
Well, Puello's dropped out. I think that's who Russell fought, and Puello won, didn't he? So some of this list probably needs updating a little bit.
I think it's not a massive fight, is it? At all. It's at best a warm-up. That's what I'm hoping for, something that's in the pipeline.
So hopefully we see a bit of Lopez fireworks, get him out of there fairly quickly. Don't drag it out.
And he shouldn't be fighting him.
Yeah.
He really shouldn't. I'm disappointed, but that's Lopez for you. Lopez always disappoints me. The only
Lopez fans are gonna like that.
the only time I've ever really rated Lopez was when he beat Josh Taylor, because he did put in a good performance.
Yeah, that was a good performance.
Other than that, he didn't beat Lomachenko. Don't care what anyone says. He got battered by Kambosos, and then after that, he hasn't really fought anyone, has he?
Mm-hmm.
You've got really good top 10 in that division. You could have picked any one of them fighters. In my mind, you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a waste, because you could be such a massive talent.
Well, he's got a lot of talent. I think you need to knuckle down to it, and you need to show it. He has got,
but not against Stephen Claggett.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next sentence. You just taking the words out of my mouth. You need to. There are very good fighters in this division. You need to start knocking them off one by one, innit? All right, you've done Taylor. Happy days. That was, that, to be fair, was impressive. Although I'm not a big rating of Taylor, but I think still he is a tough cookie. And Lopez took care of him fairly easily. But we have a Cattrall who we like, and I think Cattrall needs to get some of these.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at the top 10 there, there's really good fighters there that Lopez should be fighting. They need to start
unifying up now, isn't it?
Yeah.
In this division, because it's a waste of the division if you don't.
Is it Lopez's promoters? Is it Lopez that they're not trying to make these big fights for him?
Well, I would have said Lopez has got the ego to make the things, and he is. Obviously a lot of people rate him. He's rings rated. Well, I would have said, but yeah, you don't never know, do they? If they're picking up, but you want to see him and Haney, and you want to see him and well, we were going to say Matisse, but him and Paro now, and him and Cattrall, and these type of guys, and I think then it's more Sander Martin, but I think Sander Martin's is Haney's next opponent. Yeah. So Haney, to be fair, hasn't. He has gone off these people.
It just annoys me. I know.
Well, I think in this, if he doesn't put like a statement performance out, it's going to be extremely disappointing. This needs to be a statement stamp on it, and then go, all right, it was a warm up really for the next fight. All right, we shouldn't overlook people, because obviously we have done with Liam Barrow in the past. And
yeah, but Teofimo.
But he's stepped up and performed.
Teofimo was part of the Four Kings, wasn't he? The Devin Haney's, the Ryan Garcias, the Lomachenkos, things like that. He was part of the big elite names. I don't put him in the big elite at the minute, and he should be. Mm-hmm. Yes, his name's there because
his name's there, but I think he needs to do a bit more boxing.
He's not fighting anyone.
Yeah, you need to fight some of the names. The other people in there, either up and coming or the ones that are there.
Let's look at his record.
And then
Vasily Lomachenko, okay, I'll give you that. Richard Comey, I'll give you that. George Kambosos, you got beat. Pedro Campa, Sandor Martin, not bad. Josh Taylor, not bad. Jermaine Ortiz, he'd had about 4 fights. No, I mean Ortiz.
No, he's had some good fights.
Ortiz was quite a difficult fight, to be fair. I thought Ortiz did really well in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think I had Ortiz. Did I have Ortiz winning?
I think you had Ortiz winning. I think I might have as well. Or a draw, close.
Yeah,
I think I did have Lopez, but
I just don't agree with this fight. I just think it was just poor. When you're getting such big fights being made, I think that's been the issue.
I think it's we've been spoilt with so many big fights. I think this is like a little bit.
It's just a massive letdown.
Disappointing from that point of view.
You should be fighting another top 10, mate. Not Stephen Claggett, who's 37 from Canada.
He's barely top 10 on the WBO list.
He's never had a 12-round fight in his life. I mean, what's all that about? After the Josh Taylor fight, he should have been pushing on and fighting a big name, another big name of the division, a Prograis,
Well, Well, I think program went with Haney, isn't it?
A Barbosa, someone really decent.
Yeah, I think he needs to have some of them, and then he needs to unify.
It's disrespectful to Stephen Claggett, but you're not in the top 10 of any governing
I think
body.
He's been good, but he's on the over the hillside.
You can't say he's ever been good. He's never
but
had
he's
a
not
sanctioned 12
he's not
fight,
at the world or
12 round fight. That tells you something. It really does tell you something.
Yeah.
And how many fights has he had? Over 30 fights, and not one of
47.
And not one of them's ever been a 12 rounder.
Yeah.
This is where boxing annoys me, because when you're an elite name,
who's the promotions of this? Then we need to give them a bit of a.
Bet you it's Tank. Sorry, not Tank, Teofimo even.
But who's this promoter? Things.
I don't think he's got one, has he?
Or is it just his own? Oh, well, yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit of a disappointing pick, but...
I've had a proper rant over this, haven't I?
Yeah. We're going to get some comments, hopefully, on that. So what do you see happening?
What do I hope happen is Teofimo gets knocked out in round 1. And then...
then it becomes... Then does Claggett get in the list? Or is
then
it
Stephen Claggett, pound for pound number 1 in my eyes. No, I think Bob Abrams is a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, Bob Abrams should be bloody ashamed. No, I think it'll be a comfortable... let's get it right.
I think it's just a filler, because we have said people don't keep busy, so it's a filler for the next one.
Maybe it is just a filler. Keep the ring rust off, and I understand that. Get a few rounds under your belt. I think you take care of him pretty easily. But his next fight's got to be a big one, and I mean a big one.
Yeah, there's some really good fighters in that division. You need to start picking them off and then unifying as well.
If he doesn't have a big name fight in his next fight, that's it. I'm going to town on him.
Fair enough.
In fact, I give up on him. I won't even mention his name ever again. No, because like I say, he annoys me because he is world class and good. His mouth's a bit stupid sometimes. He says some stupid things.
I think he's getting a little bit better on that, but he overrates himself a little bit. But like I say, but he's still a good boxer.
And against Josh Taylor, I was super impressed with him. I thought it was a proper, really good performance.
Yeah, that's what we want to see from him. And if you do that, then we can get behind you with it and support. Then he's worth watching, and it was a good. And I understand,
he had a few. He was set back against George Kambosos.
Although his fans say there was issues there. So
why didn't he have a rematch in?
Yeah. That was my point. Well, he didn't want to rematch Loma either, really. So, that's...
that division is super hot right now.
Yeah. I know. We need to get big fights. There's loads of really good fighters.
Loads of massive fights there.
Yeah. And he is capable of beating most of them.
One win and you're a superstar again.
Well, I think he can earn the ring one. Most of them he is capable of beating. So
challenge Ryan Garcia, challenge Devin Haney, Jack Catterall, Barbosa, Isaac Cruz.
I want to see Catterall fight one of these, the bigger names.
Well, I have heard that they're trying to get...
Paro would be a good fight to get, and Haney.
Catterall, apparently they're trying to get Catterall Barbosa for August.
That'd be a good fight.
Because the titles... from what I've heard, the titles are pretty much taken care of at the minute with fights, so... We shall see.
Barbosa's number 1 in the WBO, isn't he?
Yeah,
and
good fight. If they can make that happen.
number 6, although he's below Josh Taylor, so let's just ignore that. So he's probably higher up. That should be higher up list. And Barbosa's did the other way around on the IBF, on WBC.
This division.
That's probably what I would say, but then. But then Russell's their number 2, who's just been beaten by Puello, isn't he? So he's the interim champion.
You say, there's some really big fights here that can be made. Get them done. Stop fighting these. You should all be fighting each other now. That's what boxing should be about now.
Well, there's enough for the second, like the less named tier in there. There's a good 10, 12 fighters that you could have really good fights with.
Really good
That'd
fights.
be close. And I think they need to make them.
But, yeah, I'm going to go Teofimo. I think he gets him. Oh, do you know what, though? If Claggett goes into survival mode, it's hard to get someone out of there when they're in survival mode.
Yeah. But he's a big enough. Well, I've got 6-round KO.
I'll go.
The Lopez.
I'm going third round.
Good. That's what we hope.
I was going to say seventh, but I think third. I just think, you know, if he goes into survival mode, it is hard to try and... If there's someone who does, if they don't want to fight.
So he should be there, but it's what he got left. But yeah.
Seasoned, who's he fought?
Seasoned, that's in age, not in who's
Jesus.
He fought. Seasoned. I didn't say professional, I just said seasoned.
Like salt and pepper.
Exactly. Seasoned as in age, not in professional. But
Lopez,
I think Lopez has to make a statement here.
Yeah, and whether it's Lopez or Bob Abraham.
We might be doing him a discredit. He might just be keeping busy, and that's the only one they can get in.
Yeah, maybe.
Or he's giving a payday to our man Claggett, which is good.
There's a lot of fights out there.
Yeah. You need to pick up. We need to get some of the others, isn't it? Fighting each other, and these cards now, like, you know, they are having big. It's not just the first fight. There's a few. You can get these fighters in and have a fight, and I think there's a lot there. And yeah, we want to start seeing unification and, well, either fight the contenders first, and then unify, and then undisputed.
I'm not even going to stay up and watch this fight when it happens. That's how bad the fight is. I'll catch it on YouTube.
I'm probably going to be watching
after.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, I'll be watching Bam Bam.
Because it's on the same day, so this is on the 29th as well. But yeah, I hope Lopez wins, cleans him out, and then we can get him to fight somebody who he should be fighting.
Lopez doesn't win.
Okay.
But I think he will.
Okay.
Because I just don't like the man. Well, no, I don't rate him as a boxer.
I don't mind him. I don't rate him as a boxer. As I rate him, but I'm not as highly as he rates himself.
That's it.
Is my other point. I think he. The part disappointing for me is he could be really good.
Yeah, that's the problem. He could be superb.
Yeah, and I think in this division, he could beat everybody here if he focuses and gets on it. I think he's capable. They're better boxers. I think they're better. Well, the power guy's gone out, so they're probably better boxers. But I think he's got that punch and the enough skill that he can catch people and do it. But focus on that instead of the talking and bigging yourself up. Actually show that you are the best, and that's where I have a problem with him.
We'll find out.
Yeah. But he has the capability.
Hopefully, like I say, tongue-in-cheek stuff with him. But hopefully, he takes care of this, and then there is a big fight announced. Maybe there is something.
Him and Haney,
that's
Catrol
been announced already. We shall see. I'm hoping so.
And Claggett, if we're doing you a disservice, we're not going to apologise. So,
No.
You haven't been 12 rounds.
Sorry, mate, this could be the first 12 rounds you've ever done.
Yeah.
You've survived them 12 rounds. Boy.
Well, then we'll be impressed. We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, but, I know,
like,
it's a little tick on your list, isn't it? I've done 12 rounds.
Against the ring champion.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah. Okay.
It's not going 12 rounds, though. I'm just letting you know.
No, well, I don't want to stay up and watch the fight for that long to do the after fight. I want to watch Bam Bam and then just see some a show reel knockout. Yeah. That's it. Highlights. And then we're done. Okay, doke. Yeah. So let us know what you think, Mr.
Come on,
Teofimo
fans. Let us know.
Don't disappoint us.
You cannot be happy with this fight. You really can't be happy with it. So, a lot of you know why he might be taking this fight. Let us know why you think he's taking this fight, and who do you want to see him in with next?
Yeah.
Come on, because,
Yeah, because that's really the thing. He should come through this, and he needs to make a statement. And then the next one, then who do we want to see him fight in it for the real fight? And there's a lot of contenders, so let us know who you think in it. We put a few names
we
out
think
there.
Jack Catchell would knock him out.
Yeah. I'd like to see the fight. I think Catchell outskills him.
There's
well,
your
I don't know if he
argument.
knocks him out, but I think Catchell beats him.
Catchell beats him easily.
And on points.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll leave it on that
Bring
note.
it.
We'll leave it on that kind of controversial
Yeah.
note. I'm not sure it's that controversial. Thank you very much for listening. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Are we being a bit harsh on either of the guys? And, especially your last comment, let us know what you think. Because Cattrall beat him.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.